What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to T3G. My name is Dalibor, and this is going to be, I think we're going to be calling it maybe Flashback Friday, Feedback Friday. I don't know, something with an F, some sort of alliteration. But today, we're going to be looking at our first cinematic style video from T3G from back in the day. So yeah, jump off January, continuing with day 3 here. Now you can see we started off with a bunch of different kinds of videos, primarily tech reviews, but then we did go into some vloggage, and then we got into more cinematic stuff with the first cinematic video that we did, which was the Chicago Wizard World 2014. And even that, while it did have some B-roll slash montage footage, it did also very much have some in-person footage. So we're just gonna go into that and just see how it came out, right? Let's see. My first piece of recognition. This T3GA is, I think, huge. I don't know if I feel like it's larger than the one we use now. Plus, it's visible right at the 0 count, which means that I didn't fade it in. Just like some of these little tiny things that kind of make the whole experience just weren't there. So let's go through this. Music is pretty loud. We're gonna cut this down a little bit. We're gonna cut this down about halfway. Music is pretty dang loud, I'm not gonna lie. We definitely were not considering headphone users back then. Look, we're like on the desktop and it sounds fine. It was too high. It's too high. No stabilization. I hate those days. I hate watching these old videos because I'm a big fan of stabilization. Terrible framing. Oh my god, terrible
Convention
framing.
Center. You see that in the background right there.
Could have just held it out farther.
Our third is working today, so we got a sub for the day.
We got a replacement for the day.
The man Drew.
And yeah, we're gonna go check it out, see what's going on, and our faces are probably super dark. We can get
Look at that young Dino right there.
There you go. And yeah, so we're gonna go check that out, and I wouldn't want to fall from
less
there.
beardly Dalibor there too.
So we are absolutely the most unprepared people today.
And a horrible transition, right? Because I said, let's go check it out. And now I'm just like, oh, here's all the stuff that I forgot.
Forgot the banner for our client. Forgot the video camera that we just picked up to get that.
Oh my god,
And
Dino, terrible
also
framing.
forgot the picture camera. So we're relying on my Note 3 here, which is on its dying breath. So then we're going to be grabbing the S4 from our substitute. S5, my mistake, I apologize. Galaxy S5.
He looked at me all weird, I remember that too.
Fingerprint reader and all fancy to
That's
get
funny.
that additional 1080p footage. So we're going to have a little bit of scatterbrain videoing today, but tomorrow
It was
we're
going to be a
have
scatterbrain
nice
video.
solid
Oh, that's when we had the shadow on the logo too. I don't know. I like the flat better. Oh, that was when we were there with Jared. It's rough to watch this. Hey, this was old cell phone footage, right? So this was Note 3 and S5, 2000. What's that? 2014, obviously. But man, the lack of stabilization. I mean, how much better cameras on phones have gotten is really nuts. Like this, I think is it 720 or is it 1080? It's 1080. Oh, this is okay. So this is when he launched the second book. Oh, that's right. And we were at the booth. We were at the booth. So we had his banner. We didn't have our banner. That's what I was talking about there. It's like, oh, let me pan 3 times in the same spot. That's terrible. Terrible. Oh my god. I couldn't have cut some of these. Oh, whew. Can't see anything. Can't see a thing. Just everywhere. Just all over the place. Oh goodness. One of the best tips I ever got from someone was to slow down and just extend the shot, because you just have A, you have more footage to work with, and B, you're gonna be able to see things. Realistically, is anyone getting any can you maybe if you pause the video you might see what that is. You don't know who these people are. Yeah, we're showing off the artist alley, but there's no chance you know who these people are right now. I really hope my audio is high enough. Might knock this down a bit more, actually. Not all the way, but let's see. That dude looked like he had a cool mask on. But so fast, so much. This was the last Wizard World we were at too, because it was a kind of a big deal. There was a whole thing. We went to. Who was that? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna need to pause that because I actually been meaning to find those people. Been meaning to find those guys because I think I have some of their cards, but not all of them. That's funny. I didn't realize I had footage of that. This was the last Wizard World because this was also the last time that we did. Yeah, this was the last time a lot of things happened. This was the last time that we did Wizard World because it was so damn expensive. A and B, they were starting to essentially force people who had been. Oh boy, that was too. What am I doing? What am I doing with this fast forward? This is silly. Oh boy. And see, this is where I was just like, oh, if I just speed through the footage, I can get all the footage in, which is dumb. Like, it's a silly mentality, right? If I just speed through the footage, like, it'll be fine. And what is this shot? Cool ceiling. But what I was saying is they had the Gotham premiere, so we watched that. But yeah, that's really the year I realized how expensive it was and just that we were not going to come back. So mainly it's like the slowing down, more cuts. Shoes, okay, shoes for sure. Where are why are there no cuts? Like, I clearly was cutting because I don't have every single thing in here, but it doesn't make any sense. And like, this could have cut way sooner. Yeah, like, that's an okay shot, but I feel like we could have gotten a little bit better. Could have gone around. Stay puffed. Good times. That was us exiting, and now this is clearly back inside the show. That's a really good Stormtrooper, actually. Now that I've seen Mandalorian, it's a pretty good Stormtrooper. That's dope. Oh, this was right after Guardians, wasn't it? Yeah, 2014 was the year of the Guardians. That's super cool. I have no idea what it's from, but it's super cool. Oh, that one too. Hottest told me what that's from. That's from an anime. That's dedication. To walk around on stilts all day. And what is this? Oh, okay. It's from the roof of the parking structure. Goodbye, Wizard World. Forever. That was the last one. Whew, man, that's hard to watch. That is hard to watch. Oh, and this was when we had annotations. When annotations were a thing, and you would actually be able to click on these. That's funny. I don't know if this. I think this is a Firefox feature. This picture-in-picture thing. Man, that is rough to watch. Now, I was gonna like disclaim it and be like, I didn't film most of that. Dino filmed most of that, but it's like we filmed it. And I edited it for sure. And oh boy. I mean, just some of these shots. Like, there's just a lot of ceiling action here. Like, that's cool. I mean, I get that it's the registration, but like, you got to frame down. And oh man, I'm really truly disappointed. And just the extent how long this went. So let's see. This is the beginning of that, and we leave that section. No, this is still there. Oh man, it's like, okay, so 251, like 20 seconds of just back and forth in the same spot, like not even walking. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Cutting, that's bad. A lot of things. I mean, like, what is this shot? Why does this exist in this video? But this is where learning comes from, right? This is the things that you can reflect back on and be like, oh man, I know not to do that. Because I still catch myself, like, not framing properly and just, like, too much. I mean, like, even right now, all this, not necessary. I could have fixed that, but I didn't because it's a stream setup, whatever. So I'm not really mad at this right now. But, like, even this could be better. It could be better framed. But it's just, like, certain things I allow myself to not do and not keep, like, in focus when I'm recording. And you end up with shots like this sometimes. And back then I was way worse at cutting, so it stayed in the video for some ungodly reason. Whew, man. Yeah, so that's really going to be it. I'm just kind of looking at... essentially, this is going to be a forum for me to nitpick my own videos and figure out what I did wrong and how to make things better. This T-minus 6 was actually a countdown to a giveaway that we did, and that definitely should have been... It's like now I would flash that at the beginning, and I would flash it 6, 7, 8 times throughout the whole thing, not just have it plastered there the whole time, because then it's just like a lot of static stuff on a video there's a lot of movement, and plus it gets lost. Like, I completely forgot it was there while I was watching because I was focusing on so many other things. So then even if you are conscious of it at first, you forget about it. But if it pops in every once in a while, it's gonna kind of refresh itself in your brain and be like, well, what's that mean? So that by the time you realize that there's a countdown, between different videos, something's about to happen. But yeah, man, it's rough. It's a rough one to watch. And I look at somebody like Philip DeFranco, who has a ton of his old videos still on the channel, and they're bad. They are bad. I've watched them. They are horribly bad. Man, laughably bad. But I love Philip DeFranco. I love his content. And I've been there for a lot of his growth. I wasn't there from the beginning, but I was there basically from like 2009. So like pretty early. And watching, like having watched a lot of that from the get, and now watching, like having gone back to watch the beginning, the first videos of his, and knowing what he does now and what he can do now, it's really refreshing to see that kind of growth. A lot of people, realistically, you see... I mean, if I'm being honest, while I like Casey Neistat's work, Casey, on day one of his vlog, is no better a filmmaker than he was at the end of his vlog, at his current vlogs. They're all basically the same. They all do the same kind of stuff. He has very similar transitions, and he has very similar style of filming. He's settled into his style for that. When he does the like more sponsored stuff and more fancy stuff, yeah, it gets a little bit different because typically he has other people involved. But for the most part, like day one of the daily Casey vlog, watch that and watch his most recent video and tell me it's really any different besides maybe better quality because he's got better, newer gear. And whereas I can tell you flat out right now, besides the gear, I'm a better editor than I was in 2014. So 5 years, 6 years almost. Man, almost 6 years for sure, because we started in about January, just right towards the end of January. So almost 6 years, and I am definitely a better editor and certainly a better shooter. Not perfect by any stretch, but I like to see that I have made progress. So that's where we're going to end this one. Pretty much a straightforward kind of beat down of an old video just to see where we started and kind of what we improved on and what maybe we still see that we're doing, such as framing. I mean, like all this dead space here, that's framing. I could have adjusted that. I could have moved the camera. Honestly, was being lazy. That's all there is to it. That's going to be it for this one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following along on Jump Off January. The next couple videos are going to be from me. Well, the next one is not. Tomorrow is going to be from here. But the next couple are going to be a little bit different after that. So, yeah, stay tuned. I'll see you tomorrow.